want to ask you this, well, pose this first statement. You tell me what your thoughts are on about it. I think we talked about this. I had mentioned this before in one of our past interviews, but the statement of men and women are equal but not identical. What does that mean to you?
To me, I just think that a, a king and a queen should complement each other, right? So when you say men and women should be equal but not identical, I think that that's that whole yin and yang factor, right? When you have it's two sides to a coin, right? So when you flip that side of the coin, you get 50% of that one side, but when you flip the other side, you get the other 50%, and together they make a whole, which is 100%. So to me, that means that king brings about 50% to the table, and that queen brings 50% to the table. And when they meet halfway, you get that beautiful sanctity and that union. As I was raised in a household with a mother and a father, like Fontaine was saying, it's something that you're raised around. Your environment that you're in can also give you that perspective on life. But then you hear other people and you get a sense of what can be when you grow up. So my mom and dad have been together for 39 years, but I see my sister going through divorce like yourself, and I see both sides of the coin as you mentioned. So to me, that statement, men and women are equal but not identical. I think that men and women have two different perspectives that should be listened, and you should learn, and you should not let it go in one ear and go out the next. Because I feel like once you stop learning from your counterpart, then you stop growing. So for me, that's what that means.
That makes sense. That's really good. Because yes, like women and men, like kind of what we talked about with Fontaine a little bit earlier, there are two distinct, roles of, how or what someone brings to the table. So I definitely think that's good stuff. I know that you're like really heavy into like politics and heavy into, just keeping yourself knowledgeable and abreast. So I do want to ask you, do you think that differing political views should affect your relationship?
No, I think everyone has their perspective, and I saw the comment that Fontaine made, so I want to address that first before I get to that.
Yeah, go for it.
That question. Yeah. So when I meant Fontaine by saying that 50-50, I meant in the relation aspect of things. I know that a woman or a man is 100% whole before they get into a relationship, but when you get into a union, it is a 50-50. It is a 50-50 street. So I think that you have to subdue some part because you want to be able to feed that union and that sanctity so that you all can be see eye to eye. So I didn't mean by saying that you're half or less of just because you get into a relationship. I was trying to basically make the analogy that when you do get into a relationship, you are trying to build that perspective where you see